Before the world begins its noise, before the messages, the expectations, the comparisons, and the quiet provocations, there is a sacred interval. A narrow doorway between sleep and responsibility. In that space, we are unclaimed. No one has demanded anything of us yet. No one has insulted us. No one has disappointed us. We stand at the edge of the day with a choice: drift into it unconsciously or command it. Most people wake up and immediately surrender. They surrender to mood, to anxiety, to the unfinished conversations of yesterday. They reach for their devices and allow the world to tell them who they are before they have remembered it for themselves. And then they wonder why the day feels like a battlefield they are unprepared for. We do not begin that way. We begin by remembering that the first victory of the day is internal. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength, wrote Marcus Aurelius. The morning is where this realization becomes practice. It is where discipline is reclaimed before it is tested. It is where we speak our command. 1. We remember what is ours and what is not. The first words we speak are simple but severe. Some things are up to us and some are not. Epictetus began his Enchiridion with this uncompromising truth. Our opinions, impulses, desires, and aversions, these are ours. The body, reputation, wealth, and the actions of others, these are not. Every morning we draw this line again, because if we do not, the world will blur it for us. When we forget this distinction, we become fragile. A single comment can disturb us. A delayed opportunity can unravel us. A look of disapproval can poison our confidence. But when we remember the boundary, we regain authority over ourselves. We stop trying to command what is not ours to command. This is not passivity. It is clarity. It is the discipline of focus. We conserve our energy for what belongs to us, our choices, our effort, our character. The world may rage, but our domain remains intact. So in the morning, we declare, I will govern what is mine. I will release what is not. And with that, anxiety loses its first foothold. 2. We anticipate the test. We do not step into the day naive. We know it will challenge us. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself at dawn, when you wake up in the morning, tell yourself, the people I deal with today will be meddling, ungrateful, arrogant, dishonest, jealous, and surly. This was not cynicism. It was preparation. He was strengthening his mind against surprise. Most of our anger comes from violated expectation. We expect ease and receive resistance. We expect understanding and receive indifference. But when we anticipate difficulty, we are not shocked by it. We are ready. Each morning we visualize the friction ahead, the traffic, the criticism, the temptation to procrastinate, the fatigue that will whisper that comfort is preferable to growth. We see it clearly, we feel it in advance, and we decide who we will be when it arrives. This rehearsal is not pessimism. It is armor. Seneca wrote, "He robs present ills of their power, who has perceived their coming beforehand." By naming the test before it appears, we deny it the element of ambush. We say to ourselves, today I will be tested. Good. That is what builds strength. And so we walk forward steady, not startled. 3. We refuse to be ruled by emotion. The world does not control us. Our unchecked reactions do. There will be moments today when anger rises, when envy flickers, when fear tightens the chest. These emotions are not sins. They are signals. But if we allow them to dictate our behavior, we surrender our sovereignty. Epictetus warned, "It is not things that disturb us, but our judgments about things." In the morning, we prepare to examine those judgments. When insulted, we will pause. When frustrated, we will question the story we are telling ourselves. When anxious, we will ask whether the threat is real or imagined. This pause is power. It is the space between stimulus and response where character is forged. We remind ourselves, I am not my first impulse. I am the one who evaluates it. We train ourselves to see emotion as weather passing through the sky of the mind, not the sky itself. Storms may come, but the sky remains. By commanding ourselves at dawn, we commit to mastering this inner climate. We will feel, but we will not be ruled. It's 4. We commit to the harder path. Comfort is always available. Discipline must be chosen. In the quiet of the morning, before excuses have multiplied, we choose difficulty. We choose the task that requires focus over the distraction that offers relief. We choose honesty over convenience, effort over inertia. Seneca wrote, "No man is more unhappy than he who never faces adversity, for he is not permitted to prove himself." Every morning gives us a proving ground. The question is not whether we will encounter resistance, but whether we will step toward it willingly. We remind ourselves that growth is forged in friction. Muscles strengthen through strain. Character strengthens through restraint. If we flee from discomfort, we remain fragile. If we embrace it, we become formidable. So we command ourselves, do what is necessary, not what is easy. Say what is true, not what is safe. Act in accordance with your principles, not your moods. By the time the world attempts to weaken our resolve, we have already chosen who we are. 5. We remember the brevity of life. Nothing sharpens discipline like mortality. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do and say and think." This is not morbid. It is clarifying. When we remember that time is finite, trivial concerns lose their grip. How many of our frustrations would matter if we saw them against the backdrop of a limited life? How many arguments would we pursue? How many petty comparisons would we entertain? In the morning, we confront this truth gently but firmly. Today is not guaranteed again. This day is a fragment of our allotted time. Will we waste it in resentment, in hesitation, in endless scrolling and silent envy? When we speak this to ourselves, procrastination weakens. Fear of embarrassment shrinks. The urgency to live with integrity intensifies. We do not know how many mornings remain, so we treat this one as significant. 6. We align with virtue above outcome. The world measures success in results. We measure it in alignment. We cannot guarantee that our efforts will yield recognition. We cannot promise that our work will be applauded or that our kindness will be reciprocated, but we can ensure that our actions are just, courageous, disciplined, and wise. Epictetus taught that the true good lies in the use of our will. Everything else is secondary. Each morning, we recalibrate our compass toward this standard. Not wealth, not praise, not dominance. Character. We say, let me act with integrity even if no one notices. Let me be steady even if no one understands. Let me pursue excellence even if the outcome is uncertain. When we anchor ourselves in virtue, we become unshakable. Outcomes fluctuate. Character endures. This is our final command at dawn. Today, I will measure myself by who I become, not by what I obtain. And when we rise from that quiet place, having remembered what is ours, anticipated the test, mastered our reactions, chosen difficulty, embraced mortality, and aligned with virtue, we step into the day differently. Not louder, not arrogant, but grounded. The world will test us. It always does. But we have already spoken our command.